Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Heidi.
Welcome to the Heart of Homestead family.
So, we're back. We took a few weeks off because it has been crazy.
Yes, we're in the middle of harvest season right now.
Yeah, like the end of it.
The end. Yeah, we're getting to the end.
Yes.
God.
It feels like the middle because it keeps going.
Yeah,
It's just going and going.
Usually by now, for Heidi, we've had some good frost.
Yes.
Things are dying off, and we have had some frost.
But it hasn't touched those sensitive tomatoes or beans or
peppers are still going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is wonderful. It's such an amazing bounty, but sometimes you're just looking for it to be done.
Yeah. Because when you're harvesting, then you're also doing all the things that come after. So it's a lot of time invested, and by the end of October, you're wanting to slow down a little. But very blessed that we are still being able to harvest a lot. So still, tomatoes, beans, peppers, all the squash is coming out at the same time. All the root vegetables.
Yeah.
Like I gotta pickle some beets this week.
Yeah, we're digging potatoes, the potatoes that we can find because we let them die off too long, and now we don't know exactly where the row is, but we'll find it. Yeah. So, but it's nice because I feel like we're still eating the summer vegetables and we're prolonging the winter ones. Like we're not eating any squash right now because we've still got lots of stuff. So it's like, okay, we have more to come in the wintertime, which is nice.
Yeah. I've never canned so much tomato sauce, I feel, and different things. Like the freezers are really full, so it's great, and the shelves are very full of canned goods. And,
and I would say we haven't even hardly started canning yet some of the tomatoes and stuff because we've just been trying to get them off the field and into the freezer. So we were freezing them in big tubs and totes and stuff, and then we'll process them. So I'm still staring that down.
That's a big project to do yet.
And we need to get the freezers emptied so we can get other stuff in it. So like we're juggling with that right now too, but it's good. It means there's still stuff to do, and we can do it inside when it's warm, and instead of in the hot summer where it's like you're just sweating all the time.
You don't need to heat up a kitchen at that time.
No.
So a great idea if you got some freezer space to just prolong that a little bit.
Yeah.
Nice. And some of the gardens are being tilled under or plants taken out, or are you doing any cover crop planting?
Yeah, well, we have our sorghum in, and when we were going to plant some alfalfa, but I think I'm just going to let the sorghum go. And then we've got some beds that we're mulching under right now. And if I get lucky, I'll put some wood. We've got lots of wood mulch. We're very fortunate. We have access to free wood mulch. So we'll probably mulch a few beds this fall.
Nice.
If we have time. The weather's still really nice.
Yes,
so trying to, keep going outside as long as I can.
Yeah.
Before
as much done as possible before it gets really cold. And the ground is frozen. And
I guess that's no fun. I mean, you can there's still beautiful days, but your hands get cold. Yeah. It's rainy. Yeah. It's dark in the morning at night. Like
we're getting more rain now than we did all summer. And with fall, I run an agritourism business. So we've got our pumpkin patch going. We've got pick your own sunflowers, which is new this year. So it's been nice just to like watch the sunflowers and what stage they die at, and just kind of keeping records of that for the future. We've had lots of groups coming through for wagon rides and stuff. So that's been keeping me extra busy while still trying to tend those other things. But we're slowing down now, moving on to thinking about Christmas stuff, because when you're in a business, you always have to think about the next season while you're still in the previous season.
Yeah, so. I can see why like the stores are always putting up Halloween decorations 2 months in advance, and Christmas, it's because they have to get like all that stuff moving. But as a business owner, it's tough too because you're always never in the moment.
Ahead. Yeah. We also have a lot of animals, so their grass is running out in the pastures that they're in, and the fenced-in ones. So we've been putting up temporary fencing in a lot of spots to get some of that lush green grass that they've never been on.
Yeah.
Get them out on it. So we've just got their turkeys out on the grass, out of their pen, and sheep are moving around. Got some new layers that we just got the other day because we were running out of eggs.
That's a terrible problem.
So, yes. You never want to have to go to the store and buy eggs.
I know, yeah.
We know enough farmers around that we can still get farm fresh eggs, but not always do they have it in stock either.
That's right. Yeah, there seems to be a run on eggs lately.
Yes,
so that's a good thing for the small communities. Yes. But yeah, it's tough when you don't have any for yourself. I understand that. And you think, hopefully they'll lay, okay, if I have 10 chickens, hopefully I'll have 9 eggs, and then I can fill this order and I'll have a few for myself. But then if they only lay 7 eggs and I'm short.
Yes. Yep. Never enough. No. We want to keep everybody happy.
That's right. Yeah. We're the same, Heidi. We're moving cattle. We have a hayfield that will be tilled under and planted next year into corn. So we're using that opportunity to move the cattle onto that hayfield to pasture them, which is good, but it takes a little bit different management because it's not set up for normal pastures like yourself. But it's just nice this time of year just to get that feed, keep going that feed inside.
To extend that for as long as possible and get their manure onto areas that normally their manure is not going on.
For sure, yeah. And then it also keeps it out of the barn, so you're not like moving the manure later. Like,
you're busy moving fencing and animals, but you're not having to clean up in the barn as much.
So I take one with the other, I guess, right? But yeah, so that's been good. And we are fortunate this year. I don't know if I've mentioned that we have e-fences, which is like electric dog collars, I guess, for the cattle. So that's a really neat investment. But it's been nice because we don't have to do as much permanent fencing. But like training them to move to different areas has been a challenge. So Thomas has really been on that. Like, how do we do this efficiently and effectively and not in the middle of the night and all that stuff. But
always learning. Always, as a farming and homesteading, it's constant learning. How can we do this better once we figured it out at first? How can we then do it better?
Because at first it's always like the overwhelm of, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, and then that barrier gets a little bit less, and then you feel a little bit more confident, but then you're like, okay, now I have to figure out how to do it better, optimize this.
Yes. And so as we said, we've only got mild frosts so far. And you contacted you the first time that customers were coming in going, oh, there's frost tonight. I'm like, oh no, am I like having to harvest all my stuff right now? There's still a lot out there. So I right away messaged Sarah and said, so are we actually getting frost tonight? Like, is it to the point where I need to worry? She said that we've had enough rain. And what did you mean by that?
Yeah, Heidi. So this is something that's related to the dew point. So you could read about it online. Like, I won't go into a lot of detail, or we could talk about probably a whole episode on it. But the dew point has a lot to do with the humidity that's in the air, and same within the soil, I suppose, too. So when it rains, you can imagine that the soil is going to soak up all that moisture, and that moisture, the water holds more heat, has a higher heat holding capacity, or cold. It's just like if you go down to the lake, right? Lake never freezes as early, and it's always colder in the spring, right? It's the same thing. When it rains, that water has the opportunity to hold that heat from in the ground longer. So at night, it's releasing some of that heat back up to the plants. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So even though they're calling for frost, it does still release some of that heat. So sometimes you'll find like the tops of the plants will be frosted off and the bottom will still be nice.
Okay.
Which happens a lot for me too. So that's a big thing. And so that also happens what we determine when the dew point. So they'll say, if you go on Environment Canada, they'll tell you kind of approximately where the dew point will be. And that will actually determine the point of freezing. So even when they say like, okay, there was a risk of frost tonight, if the dew point is higher than what they say the risk of frost will be, then the chances of it freezing is lower. Does that make sense? I don't know, but so it's the same in the greenhouse. In the spring, when we have fresh greens in there and we know it's going to freeze that night, we'll water the whole greenhouse, like the soil, so that it doesn't get so low temperature. Same with the plants as well. So they'll release that back. Yeah.
And I know that our area farmers in the spring, when there's frost and their apple trees have started to blossom, that they are watering to like encase it in ice.
Yes.
Because then
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's a slightly different concept, but similar.
Okay.
So they're using water to protect the fruit. But what happens is as the water is freezing, it releases heat.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So it's the change in energy. I know, it seems weird.
Whole science class here.
Yeah.
It's amazing how water can help you.
Yeah. So we're doing the same thing on the strawberries, right? We're spraying, and then it's all ice around, but the actual, if you continue, you can't stop watering. Once you start, you have to continue watering all night till it's above freezing again. But you're protecting that fruit. You're producing an ice barrier around it. Yeah. So
that's awesome.
I know, crazy, right? So
so I did go out and pick some of the things, but I wasn't as like anxious, nervous that there was going to be a frost, because Sarah told me about the thankfulness of moisture.
The rain,
so
yeah, that's a good time.
And I don't know if you've noticed it at your house, but it's a little cleaner in the house now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Heidi.
We're actually home a little more. We can actually pay attention to some of the areas that we've been ignoring.
Yeah, there's still a lot of piles of things.
There's still a lot of catch up. That's what winter's for.
That's right.
We're getting there.
Yeah, it feels a lot calmer.
Yeah.
I've washed some of the inside of my windows, which I haven't done.
Okay.
So I can see out, it's amazing. That's
nice to do when it's still sunny and warm out.
Yeah.
Not a fun winter project.
Yeah. And I mean, wash. It doesn't really bother anybody but me, I don't think.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
And when it bothers yourself, then it needs to be done.
That's right.
Yes. So when I'm canning, doing like thousands and thousands of jars, especially with the seals now, there's always like one that doesn't seal in a few batches, or you have just a little bit of product left. So you got like a half jar. Yeah. So all those go to my house in my fridge. Yeah. And the other day I'm like, my fridge is just filled of jars of stuff.
Oh no. Yeah.
That we're never going to get through. I can't sell it because it's not sealed.
Yep.
So we did a good clean out of the pigs were very happy.
Yeah. You can't hardly eat all of it.
No, it's going to go bad because it's not sealed. It's going to go bad before we get to all of it.
Yeah. But thankfully, Heidi, you've kind of enlightened me too. Like I have this problem as well when we do all our pickles and stuff. Like I'm reading the pH on every batch that we do when we do our wholesale clients, and so I have all these jars that are not sealed. They're in the fridge. They're still good, but I'll never eat them all. Yeah. So I called you and I was like, Heidi, can you put these in your freeze dryer? Like, can you do all like so you've been freeze drying pickles for me?
Another way to extend those things.
Yeah, so that's been awesome. The kids love them.
Yep.
And it gets it out of the fridge. Yep. So I can use the fridge again.
Yes, for the other things. Yeah. It's a nice crunchy snack. And I'm going to do this too because I've got lots of pickles, but you had suggested like powdering the pickles to like a dill pickle powder. Yeah. And you don't want to know the ingredients in actual dill pickle powder. So if you
probably not even dill, is it? I don't know.
Probably not. So to be able to make our own would be amazing.
Yeah, looking forward to that. I haven't tried it yet, but I think it'll be good.
I've been doing, whenever I don't want to can up a batch of tomato sauce, I just put that on a tray and throw that in the freeze dryer. Yep. And to make a tomato powder. Yeah. Which is always nice and convenient to have around.
Yeah, I should do that too. I should bring over some jars. Or like when, I'm canning and I have a half jar or whatever and I don't know what to do with it. Yeah. Yeah. I already have a bunch of half jars in my fridge. Like
Yes. Put it somewhere free or put it in a bag. Yeah, freeze it, and then when we got time in the freeze dryer, then we can pour it onto there. And
that's a great idea. Yeah, I mean, I'm not convinced I need a freeze dryer of my own yet, Heidi. But you're pushing me in that direction.
For now, I've got one.
Yeah.
Yes. Anything else happening?
Yeah, I think. Well, I think not really. I mean, everything's happening.
We did have the fair this month.
We did.
You were very busy at the fair.
Nothing's happened at all, Heidi. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
October is a blur. We live in like agriculture county. Yeah. There is so much happening. There's so many festivities, so much.
Yeah, there's Pumpkin Fest and the fair and garlic. We had planted all our garlic, so that was really good. Getting our greenhouses changed over. We have tons of green tomatoes still, so we're going to try to figure out what we're going to do. We'll let some ripen, and the rest will probably make. I've got a guy that wants to make like a green tomato relishes and stuff like that. So that's really nice. Mincemeat. We make a lot of green tomato mincemeat too.
Oh, really?
Sometimes, yeah. Oh. If I get really ambitious.
I wrapped up a bunch of newspaper and put it in a box. I'm going to see.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What that.
Oh, totally. Yeah. We usually have tomatoes till Christmas. Okay. That's always my goal, is to have a tomato from my garden.
Yeah.
On the Christmas table.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. To me, that is like a highlight.
Yeah, I don't know what the hard work is for.
Yeah, that's right. I know. Most people probably think I'm crazy, but to me, that's a goal of mine always, every year.
Because then that only leaves you like the rest of the time without your fresh tomatoes, but you still have it canned up and frozen and all these other ways. So.
Oh, yeah. So it's just it's really great. I mean, the tomato in December is not quite as good as the tomato in August, but it's still mine, you know? Yes. That's so cool. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So that's anyway. So it's possible, Heidi. You can do it. Yeah.
And my family won't appreciate it as much because they don't like tomatoes. There's only like one or two that like the fresh tomato.
Yeah. But I know. I think the same with mine. It's nice. They don't mind it, but Mom, it doesn't really, who cares?
Yeah. You're getting more excited than you should be.
Yeah.
All right. Well, October's crazy, but we finally got an episode out.
Yes. So thank you for being patient with us.
Thank you for waiting. Yeah. And don't forget to check out our Simmer and Share that we've got coming too.
Yeah, coming up in November. Stop by.
Hope to see you there.
Yeah, you bet.
Okay, so we've got an exciting event coming up, and it's for you, our listeners, on November 8th.
Yeah, we're going to do a Simmer and Share, Heidi.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to do some broth making, and we are going to share some homesteading tips and a little bit more about us, and we want to learn about you, our listeners. So make sure you save the date, November 8th, 10 a.m. We will have more information about how to register coming soon.